Nowen, and today I'm gonna be cooking TikTok's 15-hour potato. Yes, you heard that right. 15 hours for this freaking potato dish. I didn't even know there's a potato dish out there that can be cooked for 15 hours. Obviously, this is a viral TikTok video that I saw, and it was from a girl from UK. Her name is Poppy Cooks on TikTok. This video has been viewed so many times, and I came across it, and I love potatoes, and I thought to myself, I want to make this dish. Looking at the video, you're basically confit the potato in duck fat, which I didn't even know what confit means. Confit en français. Okay, anyways, you're basically slicing potatoes, cooking it in duck fat, and then baking them and putting them in the fridge and then deep frying them after 15 hours. Even though this is like a 15-hour dish, I feel like it'll be worth it because it's cooked in duck fat. I want to cook this recipe to see if this potato dish is worth 15 hours of my life. In her video, she mentions you need duck fat and Maris Piper potatoes. Up until that point, I didn't even know what Maris Piper potatoes were. I didn't even know there's hundreds of potato types out there. I thought there was just like 3 types. So I live in Canada and it was impossible to find Maris Piper potatoes. So an alternative to that, I am using russet potatoes. This is like the next best thing, I guess, because it is starchy. There's like waxy potatoes, starchy potatoes, but russet potatoes, which is like your typical baking potato, is a starchy potato. So I'm gonna use this instead since I don't have access to those potatoes. For this recipe, obviously you'll need potatoes, you'll need some salt, duck fat, and a baking pan with some parchment paper and some oil for frying. Let's get started on the recipe because I'm not eating this till tomorrow. So I want to talk about my duck fat. So where I'm from, it's actually really hard to find duck fat readily available in the grocery stores. So what I did was bought a few duck thighs and skinned them and then boiled them in a little bit of water and then rendered them by cooking it in its own fat and then pulling all of the fat from the skin and turning it into an oil / rendered fat. It only took me about like 30 minutes to do it, but like, oh my gosh, I went to 3 different grocery stores to even find duck thighs, just like single pieces. Otherwise, I was supposed to buy a whole duck and I wasn't gonna spend so much money on a whole duck. I've never actually cooked with duck before. I do love duck, but I've never cooked with it before. So I kind of wanted to explain like that's how I got my duck fat. And there is an alternative to this recipe by using vegetable shortening for like vegetarians. But like I wasn't gonna go and use vegetable shortening because I wanted to use duck fat because I feel like duck fat tastes way better anyway. I mean, if you're not a vegetarian, obviously. So now I'm gonna put my dish together, mix the potatoes with the duck fat and salt, and then put it together and put it in the oven for about 3 hours. When I was watching the TikTok video at first, I didn't hear her say 3 hours, and then I watched it again. I was like, 3 freaking hours? Holy moly. Okay. Okay, so I am finished cooking these freaking potatoes and oh my gosh, they're pretty crispy, as you can tell. They didn't turn out as like obviously as thick as Poppy's, but nonetheless, most of them did not break apart. The last few that I was frying up, they actually like, they broke apart, so I'm not gonna show those ones, but more than half of them stay together, which is great. Look at that. It's pretty crispy. I guess I had the initial temperature like really high, but let's just see the crunch. I would say they're just as crispy as Poppy's, but I definitely need like a sauce with that. All right, so now that I'm done trying this recipe, do I think it's worth the 15 hours of my life? I don't think so. Like, to be honest, like overall I thought the potato was okay. The duck flavor from the duck fat definitely disappeared once I threw that into the fryer. I can taste hints of duck fat, but like, do I feel like it made a difference in my potato or elevated it? No. I don't think I would do this method again, but I do like the layers of the potatoes. Like, I feel like I didn't even need duck fat. I don't know. I don't know if I should have used a different oil because I was using canola oil, or the potatoes made a difference. Overall, I prefer hash browns instead. Like, the one thing I liked about it was just like how it's so crispy on the outside, and it did have that crunch. And again, I'm glad that most of my potatoes didn't fall apart and it was still pretty crispy. I'd much rather have hash browns, but nonetheless, they're still tasty, and thank you Poppy for this recipe. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video right here. Thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you've ever tried this recipe. And if you're not already, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel, and don't forget to turn on the bell notification. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Peace.